Your story's amazing. To think that you and your fiancé loved each other through so many different lifetimes.
Well, I'm not sure about all the past life stuff. That's just what a fortune teller told my fiancée when she was a young girl.
So, but she specifically said that the two of you were reincarnated in the early 20th century and that you both wound up together on the Titanic.
Yeah, we were supposed to find happiness in that lifetime, but we never did. Another man came between us. And, took away our happiness forever.
Titanic. No. No.
She keeps mumbling something about the Titanic and some guy named Liam.
Yeah.
I wonder what it means.
Maybe Liam was the guy she was in love with before she lost her memory.
Maybe. But why does she keep saying Titanic? I mean, do you think that was the name of the boat she was on before the hurricane hit?
Why would anyone in their right mind name their boat the Titanic? Maybe when Diana comes to, she can tell us what she was dreaming about.
Liam.
Jimmy's amazed that Louise and Sheridan have loved each other through so many lifetimes.
It's not as if I haven't told you this story before, Timmy.
But Jimmy never gets tired of hearing it. So, when Sheridan and Louise were on the Titanic...
Susan and Liam. They had different names then.
And they were about to find true happiness. Princess stopped them?
Yes. Yes, I did. Don't forget, I'm a pawn of evil, Timmy. We couldn't let a perfect love like theirs exist. If they found happiness then, they'd be happy for all eternity. My bosses would never allow that. In the end, it was quite simple, really. All I had to do was cast a little spell on the smashing-looking officer I saw standing before me, and voila! He'd come between Sheridan and Louise for the rest of the big shebang. I'm talking eternity, Timmy. Eternity. Susan and Liam were dancing together when she suddenly felt the young officer's gaze. She turned to him and saw that he was in love with her, even though he was a stranger. His gaze unsettled Susan, as if deep in her soul she sensed that this man was a threat to her happiness with Liam. But Liam, blinded by love for Susan, didn't notice her uneasiness or the man who'd caused it. Liam pulled Susan back into the merriment, and after one last look at the officer, she focused all her love on Liam. It was then the young officer asked me who Susan was. I knew then that my spell had worked. I knew that Louise and Sheridan would never find happiness then, in that lifetime. Therefore not in this one either. My spell ensured that the handsome young stranger would forever come between them, thwarting their chance at perfect happiness. The spell continues in their current lives, Timmy. It's playing out even as we speak.
You about done, Malloy?
Yeah. I just need you to sign off on it, Chief.
What?
The report on tonight's explosion.
Oh, yeah.
I need your signature.
Take this down to the station and file it, okay?
Yes, sir. Are you okay, Chief Bennett?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just anxious to be with my wife. I have to get to Grace before Hastings tries to cause any more trouble.
Thanks for seeing me home, David. I know you have a plane to catch.
Oh, I'm in a rush. I'm gonna take the red eye. Besides, I can't leave you like this.
Really, I'm fine.
Grace, you're confused, you're upset, and you have every right to be.
David, it's...
Grace, you walked in on Sam comforting Ivy. I mean, you saw it with your own eyes. And I don't care what Sam says. He wasn't at the hospital because of Ethan. He was there because he still loves Ivy.
Sam stopped loving Ivy years ago, long before he ever met me.
Grace, as hard as it is, you have to face the facts. Sam is lying to you. He's never really gotten over Ivy. He's still in love with her. I'm sure of it.
Ethan, wait. You don't know the whole story.
Oh, you know everything you need to know, darling.
Talk this out, Ethan. We're both civilized men.
Teresa betrayed your love, Ethan. She betrayed your trust. She lied to you. She led you on.
Somebody do something! Mama, what are we gonna do? Ethan will kill Julian! Ethan, no!
Ethan must have found out. Yes. Ivy just showed him a fax of Teresa and Julian's marriage
And
license.
that is why I tried to keep it a secret. I don't want Ethan to go to prison for killing Julian!
God, it may be too late.
Ethan, stop it!
He's not worth it, Ethan! Call security! Ethan is killing my fiancé!
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Tabby's story is like a picture of Martini's. Incredible to the end.
It is riveting, isn't it, lad? Susan's family had first-class accommodations. It was a scandal for a woman of her position to associate with those in steerage. But Susan was in love with Liam, and she didn't care. Her family, however, did. It was they who sent the handsome officer down to find her.
I bet you've never been to a party like this before.
No, never. This is wonderful. I'm having so much fun. Promise we'll do this every day of the crossing.
I promise. You know, this is only the beginning. I'm gonna show you parts of the Titanic you never dreamed.
Excuse me. The lady's family is looking for her. They sent me down to bring her back to first class.
Tell them I'll be up later. I'm having too much fun down here.
You're supposed to have tea with your mother in the Astors and Mrs. Molly Brown. You wouldn't want to disappoint her, would you?
I'm sorry. I can't break a promise to my mother.
It's okay. We'll catch up later.
Okay. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, Susan. Soon.
What had to be done was done well. I do say so myself. From that moment on, being aboard the Titanic spelled tragedy for Liam and Susan and the young officer and everyone else.
So the officer led Susan away, and you, Liam, were left behind.
Well, that's what the fortune teller told my fiancée.
This is an incredible story.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it doesn't have a happy ending. Susan and Liam had nothing in store for them but grief.
Liam. No, Liam.
Rest. Rest, Diane.
Doc! Doc, come quick. She stopped breathing.
You're wrong. Sam doesn't love Ivy. He hasn't loved her in years. What a night this has been. Sam and I are all ready to go on a trip to the mountains, and you come along and say you have to go away on a photo shoot.
I'm sorry, I had no choice. And there were so many things I wanted to tell you about your past before I left.
You know, it's strange how you got that call just as Sam and I were planning to leave. So what would you think about us going away for a couple days? Just the two of us. We could go tonight.
I like the way you think.
Ah, I was hoping you would say that.
You know, you were willing to give up a chance to learn about your past, to take that trip with Sam, and he did not return the courtesy. I mean, he stood you up at the train station because Pilar called saying that Ethan might need him at the hospital?
Pilar was worried enough to call him. He had no choice but to believe her.
I'm sorry, I just don't buy it, okay? Ethan is a grown man. I mean, what does he need his daddy for?
Pilar thought Ethan was in such a state that he might actually hurt someone or kill them.
Grace, you don't believe that any more than Sam does. Which means the real reason that Sam went to the hospital was to be with Ivy.
No.
Yes. Sam loves Ivy. He's lying to you every time he denies it.
David, just stop it. You know, I am beginning to think that Sam is right, that you don't actually want what's best for me. I think you were just trying to undermine my relationship with Sam.
Chief, there's a disturbance in the ER. Hospital security's busy managing the explosion. They asked that we handle it.
You know what? You take care of it. I'm gonna be with my wife.
Sam, you have to come quick. It's Ethan. He's trying to kill Julian, and if you don't stop him, you'll have to arrest your son for murder.
Ethan, stop! Ethan, please, somebody do something! Stop it! Help out! Get off of him! Ethan!
What happened? Is she gonna be okay?
Relax, Brian. Diana's fine.
Yeah, but she stopped breathing for a moment.
I don't think it's cause for worry. Convulsion was just an involuntary muscle spasm. Maybe Diana's dreaming about being lost at sea or struggling. At any rate, she's all right now and sleeping soundly.
Thank goodness.
I'll be around if you need me, but let Diana rest. It's the best thing for her.
Okay, I'm just gonna stay here with her just in case anything else happens.
Don't you scare me like that again. I can't lose you, Diane. I love you. I've loved you since the day I first laid eyes on you. I don't know what I'm gonna do if you get your memory back and decide to leave the island. I just pray that that never happens.
The fortune teller said that dancing together was the last happy moment that Liam and Susan would have. Because soon after that, the Titanic hit an iceberg.
So the officer that came to pick up Susan was the man in Tabitha's scheme, right?
Yes. Once I got him involved, everything fell right into place. Well, there was one minor glitch. Timmy! Timmy, where are you?
Timmy's flying! He's the king of the world!
What do you think you're doing? There's work to do. You were a pain in the tush even then.
Timmy didn't know he had yet another life.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Anyway, once I fixed that little glitch, everything went exactly as my bosses wanted it to. First, the ship slammed into that iceberg.
Must have hit something. Oh my God, Susan.
Goodness
Goodness gracious, what was that?
I don't know, Mother. Are you all right?
We better get up top, Susan.
Liam, I have to find him.
Susan and Liam wanted nothing more than to be in each other's arms during the crisis. But it was not to be.
Have you seen Susan? Is she safe? I don't know. The last time I saw her, she was in the main parlor with her mother. Gotta find her. Up to the main deck. I can't let Susan die.
The ship was sinking fast. People were running hither and thither and yon, trying to find a way to save themselves.
What was Timmy doing?
How's your ma, Timmy, lad?
Timmy thinks it's a little warm.
Yes, I'll soon fix that. There you go. Now we can settle down and watch the tragedy unfold.
Susan! Over here. Come with me. Susan!
Liam!
Susan! Come with me. I'm going to take you to a lifeboat.
No, I can't.
Susan, don't be ridiculous. Do as the officer says.
Susan! Susan, come with me. Liam will be fine. Just come on.
Won't leave without Liam.
Susan, wait.
Mother, go without me. I'll be in the next lifeboat. Liam and I will find you.
Susan!
Liam!
Sir, you have to board lifeboat number 3. Please go with the other passengers. Now, ma'am. Now.
Wait.
That was so beautiful. Susan and Liam finally found true love in each other's arms.
Not for long, Timmy. The end of their lives was at hand, and we were there to see it all.
Is that it, David? Are you deliberately trying to turn me against Sam?
Grace, I love you. I just want you to be happy.
Well, then stop telling me that Sam went back to the hospital to be with Ivy. He's a policeman. He had a job to do. I respect that.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to speak ill of Sam. I'm not saying he's a bad person. I don't think he'd even deliberately try and hurt you. But I think he's confused. I think he still loves Ivy. It's his first love, like you were mine.
David, I still don't remember being in love with you.
But you were, Grace. And I am still in love with you. I'm sorry. I said too much. I should go.
Okay, David, don't go. I didn't mean to be cruel. It's just... It's been a really long day.
I know. And I'm not attacking Sam. I just think that I see the situation clearer than you or he. I mean, I have no ties to this town, to nobody except for you. And I still believe that Sam loves Ivy.
Sam says he loves me, and I believe him. He's my husband.
You know, I was your husband first. In fact, I still am.
Legally, maybe. But Sam's a man I love, and in my heart, I am married to Sam.
I just don't want anyone to hurt you.
You don't have to protect me against Sam. He loves me, and only me.
Ethan, don't kill him! You'll go to prison for murder! Stop! Please!
She's right. No, Ethan, don't do it. Julian's not worth it.
Ethan! Son, stop it! Sam! Are you all right, Julian?
Bastard tried to kill me.
Julian, are you telling me the truth about Teresa? How she got you drunk in Bermuda and took advantage of you?
Yes, I told you. Shh.
Oh, that conniving witch.
Keep him here, Marie. Do you know what's going on?
Yes. I have a fax from Bermuda proving that Julian and Teresa were married there.
What?
Ethan and I can both guarantee that the signatures are genuine.
Ethan! I'm sorry! Please, please, let me explain!
All right, then explain it to me, Teresa. Tell me why you lied to me. Tell me why you married Julian.
Teresa is history, Gwen. It's only a matter of time until Ethan comes running back with you.
No. No.
Easy, Diane. Take it easy. I wonder what's got her so upset.
Liam. Liam.
What happened after you and Susan found yourselves up on deck?
The ship was sinking fast. It was tilting higher and higher. People were screaming and holding onto the railings and sliding towards the bow of the ship.
At least Susan and Liam were happy for a moment or two.
Yes, Timmy. Then the Titanic began to break apart.
Come on, we have to get to the lifeboat.
Susan! Susan! Water.
Big enough for both of us.
I'll find something else for myself. Come on. It's freezing water.
Chivalry wasn't dead, Timmy. But Liam was going to pay a high price for his.
This has been such a stressful year. My house is destroyed by evil. I find out that Sam and Ivy were in love and he never told me. And I lost a child. You come to town and say that you're my husband and that I was married to you. You know how frustrating it is not to be able to remember any of that? You know, I don't think any woman has ever found herself in this situation.
Grace, I never meant to add to your stress. If I'd known that you'd had amnesia, I never would have come to Harmony. But I've been searching for you for so long, and when I saw that picture in the magazine, I couldn't stay away.
Look, I understand. I really do. I mean, this has been hard for you, too.
But now I'm making your life more difficult, and maybe this, going away on this photo shoot assignment is a blessing in disguise.
I don't know, maybe it is. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, you too, Grace.
You'll understand if I don't see you to the airport. I think I should go back to the hospital and see Sam.
Do you think that's a good idea?
Well, yeah, he's my husband. I think I should be with him. I hope that we can talk on the phone soon. You know, I'd really like to know about our past. And if you can write some of it in those notebooks I gave you.
Oh, yeah, no, sure, I will, I promise.
Well, take care.
Grace. Grace, be careful. I still feel that the love between Sam and Ivy is still burning.
And I feel just as strongly that you're wrong.
can't let Sam and Grace reconcile. I just can't.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yes. All right, Teresa, go on. Explain all your lies to me.
Why waste your time, Ethan? She's only going to tell you more lies.
No, don't listen to her, Ethan. I can't explain.
Explain what? What? You just struck out with Ethan, so you married Julian. You traded your deep love for Ethan for Julian's deep pockets.
No, it wasn't like that. Quit lying, Teresa! The truth is out. You wanted the Crane fortune and you stopped at nothing to get it.
That's what I've said all along.
No, you are both wrong. Ethan, remember when you made me a promise? A promise that if Teresa lied to you again or kept anything from you, you would break off your engagement.
Yes, Mother, I remember.
Ethan, don't turn your back on me. I don't care about Julian's money. I don't care about Julian. It's you that I love more than anything in the world.
And this is how you show it? By marrying the man I once thought was my father?
It was a mistake. I didn't mean to. Ethan, I love you. Only you.
How can you say you love me and you lied to me?
So, what did the fortune teller say happened next? Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. You did tell me the story didn't end well.
No. My fiance and I were kept apart. Supposedly because of the ship's officer. If I remember correctly, he kept us apart in this lifetime, too.
How did he keep you apart? I mean, on the Titanic.
I'm not sure. Because according to this fortune teller, Liam and Susan went into the water together.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked you to tell me that story. I can see it's upsetting you.
No, I'm just tired. I better go to my room. I get some sleep. I'll see you in the morning.
Okay. Are you going to be getting ready to take your friend's boat back to the States?
No, we'll go over it in the morning. Liz? Good night.
Good night, number 9. Sure wish I knew the end to that story. Wonder if both Liam and Susan drowned, or if one of them survived.
Jimmy hates the way the story ends. It's too sad.
Oh, you're such a softy, Timmy. Well, I grant you, it is tragic. Especially tragic for Louise and Sheridan.
Help over here. Hold on. There's a lifeboat coming. We're staying.
Susan, thank God you're alive.
Don't leave him. I'm in the boat. He's freezing. Liam, no!
Oh my God.
You've got to help him, please. Don't let him die.
Susan, I'm sorry. Liam's gone.
No! No! I never wanted to hurt you. wanted to help.
Help? By lying to me over and over?
Ethan, things got so complicated. I didn't know how to undo them.
And telling the truth never occurred to you?
Bullseye.
You know, now that I think of it, Teresa, did you ever once tell the truth?
Ethan, Teresa has done some terrible things and made mistakes, but everything she did out of her love for you.
What are you talking about, Pilar? Teresa married Julian.
Yeah, but she went to Bermuda to convince Julian to take you back into the Crane family.
That's all I wanted. I wanted to give you back everything that you lost, Ethan, I swear.
But he took advantage of her.
He pretended to hear me out over champagne, but he was out to get me drunk instead. Ethan, the next thing I knew, we were married. I don't even remember the ceremony.
Why should I believe either one of you? You know, Pilar, you were like a second mother to me. But you lied to me too. You knew I wasn't a Crane, and you kept it from me.
I could not betray your mother's confidence, Ethan.
And you, Mother? You've lied to me my whole life. You told me I was a Crane when I wasn't. You let me grow up thinking that a wretch like Julian was my father when it was really Sam. A fine and decent man. And you, Teresa. You lied to me too. Lies! My whole damn life has been about lies. Well, all you liars can go straight to hell! And you, Julian, you better stay out of my sight, because I'd just as soon kill you as look at you. I've got to get out of here. Because if I don't know what else I'll do.
No, Ethan, don't leave me! No, I love you!
Teresa!
Don't!
Let him go!
But I can help him, Mama!
No, you cannot. You've broken his heart, Mia.
For Ethan, his heart is broken.
And you will help him heal in the Crane Mansion, where we will both live happily ever after.
I did my job, and I did it well. Not only was the sinking of the Titanic one for the history books, but happiness still eludes Sheridan and Louise to this very day. Come on, Timmy. Let's get some sleep.
Wait! Will the other man come between Louise and Sheridan in this life, too?
Oh, yes, Timmy.
But how? The scroll doesn't say.
Oh, well, that's because the next chapter hasn't been written yet. But when it is, you can be sure that Louise and Sheridan will suffer more misery than any other couple in history. Look, Timmy, look. It's beginning. Another sad chapter in the lives of Sheridan and Louise.
Wonder if what that fortune teller told you was true. We know each other in past lives. What about that guy on the Titanic? Is he the one who kept us from being together in our last life? Condemned us to lose each other in this life? No. There's nothing to blame. The boat explosion, the hurricane, it's no one's fault. So we have to learn to live without you. That officer on the Titanic had nothing to do with it. He's not the one who tore us apart.
Hey,
How's she doing?
Doc said she's gonna be fine. She just needs some rest.
Titanic. Iceberg.
What did she say?
Something about the Titanic and the iceberg that it hit. I don't know, she must be having a nightmare.
Could it be?
Try to relax, Ivy.
Oh, Sam, our son, Ethan, he's in so much pain.
I can't believe that little hussy, Teresa. I mean, denying everything, even though she was caught dead to rights.
You believe me about what happened in Bermuda?
Oh, of course I believe you, Pookie. I just can't believe how Ethan attacked you, especially knowing that everything was Teresa's fault. Don't you worry. We'll get our revenge. We'll make Teresa pay for what she's done to you.
Teresa!
Let me go, Mama! I have to go to Ethan!
Teresa! No! Leave him alone!
But, Mama!
And you need to be alone, too. You need to think about what you've done, the pain you've caused.
But I didn't mean to!
It doesn't matter. This is what happens when you act without thinking, when you try to lie yourself out of trouble.
But I love Ethan, Mama! I never meant to hurt him!
I know, Mia. You never meant to hurt anyone. I know.
Why did she do this? Why did Teresa have to lie to me?